need to support.
No. Support is fine. You're allowed to use building materials for support. There's a case brought down in the Mishnah that I take the roof off and I throw skach on top. That's perfectly fine. Even though I have the support beams that were part of the house, I can use that. As long as from the hole where the skach is, I have to each wall less than 4 amos. Okay, I can make a hole in the ceiling. There was a case so he held that children need to eat in a sukkah too, or to stay in a sukkah.
For babies.
Even for a little baby. His daughter had a child. She had a little boy, and then he took the roof off of her room and put skach on. So it says, right. So as long as the hole in the ceiling is within, and the skach goes up to within 4 amos of each of the walls, or at least 3 of the walls, that's fine. Okay, that's considered fine sukkah. You have to sit on the skach, right? You can't sit underneath the ceiling over here, but I can use this as a wall. In this case, it wasn't any good. Why? Because if you take a look up, standing at that same point, you'll see that the wall comes up more. You have this whole overhang, and by the time you're done with all the overhangs, right, it's coming out quite a bit. This is very practical, though, if you have a porch, and you want to build on your porch, and you have an overhang coming out from the house. So it's not a problem. I can consider that overhang part of the wall. I can use the wall of the house.
Well, as long as the overhang, it's not more than 4 amos,
which is it's a pretty wide space. Right?
You can always ask the architect to redo the house, no? Push it in.
You can also build your sukkah different too.
What do you mean it's not quite? 4 amos, from what did you see, it's like maybe, what?
I mean, over here, this is only 1. This is 1
amos. That's amos.
This is 11 tvachim. Over here is about 2 amos.
So what is, it's tvachim, okay.
Yeah, this is only tvachim. So the amos, you got a little more than double this.
Okay.
Right? Maybe a little bit less.
How much is this, no?
Again, we can't use our arms. We can't really use our arms. 22.75 inches is the chazanish. Right? You can't. It's something like that. But it's the point is that you can have an overhang coming out the side of the house, and you can still use the wall of the house. You're not necessarily going to have a puzzle sukkah. You have to measure it. Okay. Fine. That's what it is. Okay. So let's talk. Okay, let's talk about decorations. I forget. I forgot to bring the sheet. I have a very nice tablecloth. It's very decorative, and we killed it a little bit, so my wife doesn't mind if I use it. And then what I do is, I take the tablecloth, and before I put my skach on, so I would do the following. I would put the tablecloth over the top, like this, with a pretty side down, so I can see inside. I have a nice decoration. Then put my skach on top of it. I can't find anybody who says it's wrong. Shulchan Aruch says it's perfectly fine. If you're doing it for decorative purposes, you can put a sheet across the entire thing for decorative purposes. I bet you will never find anybody do it. No one, you're not going to find anybody who says it.
I never saw nobody done it.
And in Israel, you see sheets on the walls all over the place. They put carpets in, they bring in the couches and the beds, everything,
nothing
right?
On top.
But nothing, no, you'll never see anybody put a sheet on the top. If you put it on for decorative purposes, you make. Well, you don't have to see the skach. It's bottled the skach. You want to see it? It's a good. You want to see it. It's bottled the skach. It doesn't matter.
So now
it doesn't matter. You have kosher skach. And then I have underneath is something that's bottled to the skach.
Yes, but what is the purpose? Like
that's a big question.
I feel I wouldn't sit under this sukkah.
I know it doesn't feel right, but at the end of the day, it's okay. If it's for decorative purposes, if I'm doing it to block the sun, I don't feel that my skach is blocking the sun well enough, or I have leaves falling into my soup. I want to catch the leaves, so then I get into problems. There are different shittas. Some opinions say this, some opinions say that. You can run into a lot of problems if you put it there because you want to protect the skach, you want to protect yourself.
But he's going to do that job anyway.
What?
He's going to protect
them. So you have to ask what your reason is. If you put it up there, you say, the leaves are falling into my soup. Right? I want to go put a sheet up to protect it.
אם אתה מכוון שזה לקישוט,
What if it's more than one?
אז זה בסדר.
What?
אבל אם אתה מכוון בשביל שזה יתפוס את העלים, זה לא בסדר.
I don't know. I hear you, I don't know.
לא משנה. הכוונה ששמת אותו,
רבי, יואב פרובלם, יש בעיה לעשות קישוטים של קריסמס או...
Oh yeah, so I'm getting that right now. No, they come for Christmas, I don't care.
לא, רק תגיד
No,
להם.
but I say I put a lot of them.
אני לא שואל
My
בשביל...
Rubin Queens, you go to his sukkah, the whole thing is packed with decorations. You can barely see the schach. The mamish can barely see the schach. If the schach is within 4 tefachim, it's kosher. You don't. It's all bottled to the schach. It's just secondary. It's part of the sukkah. It's there to decorate the sukkah. It's part of the sukkah. It's not there to be schach. It's not puzzle schach. It's part of the sukkah, and it's fine. And you can sit under them.
But they told me that it is like drop.
If it drops off, so the question is, let's say it starts within 4 tefachim and goes below 4 tefachim. So there's a machlokas from later date poskim.
But if you put a sheet on top, okay, like you put a cloth, nice cloth,
Yeah,
and it's thick enough, you don't see any light coming through, because it's
I
decoration.
understand.
But so what is the difference between this one that doesn't come, the light doesn't come in? That I'm going to put a piece of plywood and I'm going to put some
No.
decoration on it.
No, the paint is a decoration, not the plywood.
The what?
Then the paint is a decoration. No, if I'm putting a piece of plywood,
I put
if
a piece of
I
plywood.
have a
put
decorative piece of plywood
לא,
and put it
אז
up,
צריך
the
גם
fire would be
להקפיד
the
על
same.
פלורסנטים פחות...
Same thing?
But you have to know why you're putting it there. You have to know why you're putting it there. And in that case, if it's a piece of plywood, then it's going to look like your house.
בארבע טפחים אצלו זה כזה
But I can
דבר.
put flowers, decoration,
You
and
can
everything.
put decorations, all the decorations you want. But they have to be close to the top. They have to be within 4 tefachim.
Yeah.
Now the plywood would be a problem because even though you paint it, it still looks like a painted ceiling of a house. So it probably would be a problem.
How about putting decoration on the walls?
Decoration on the wall is fine, even on the ceiling. We're saying you can put on the schach as long as it's within 4 tefachim. Question is, what happens if it goes below 4 tefachim? If it starts within 4 and goes below 4,
Can you show on your measure?
how far that would be?
Yeah.
So this is 4 tefachim, right?
Yeah. When you say when you attach to the 2x4s, where it's like
Yeah, come
לא
on.
הבנתי, מה זה למעלה? אם אתה שם למטה
And it's pretty easy to keep it all within this. And listen, if you have a big hanging thing, so let it hang. Don't sit underneath it. Just put it over the table. You're going to walk
פחות
into it
מ4
anyway.
טפחים, שלא יהיה יותר.
Right.
לא תצא משהו שהוא ירד מטר.
שלא יהיה מציאות שמבטלת את
Most
הסקאר.
of the changes, it's not that big a deal to keep the chain within 4 tefachim.
אם אתה שם חוטים, לא פחות מארבע אמות.
קישוטים, לא חוטים.
קישוטים,
Hanging on the wall, some
פחות מ4
decoration.
אמות.
It doesn't matter
טפחים.
On the wall? No.
טפחים, לא אמור.
לא.
זה כל אחד חצי מטר.
On the wall is fine. You can decorate the wall however you want. Yeah, the walls are fine. You should decorate them as much as possible. So the machlokas later day poskim, and what do they say? So most of the what's misnagdim poskim basically say that it's not okay. You should try to keep the decorations within 4 tefachim, but the Hasidic poskim seem to say it's below. Below, as long as it starts within 4, you can go below. What do you get out of this? The bells are whatchamacallit, chandeliers, right? This puzzle for schach, pretty cool though, right? If you see over here, you got the air conditioning vents coming out of it, you got all the lights.
This is
right?
sukkah?
Yeah, this is a huge sukkah. Mama's huge. You can't even see the bottom. Nowhere near the bottom, right? It's
What
probably
is it?
too tall.
4 amma by 4 amma?
No, it is. They have thousands of people in here. What do they got in here? They got estrogen, they got wine bottles, they got apples and limonim and pineapples. It's pretty far up. It's very cool.
Where is this?
This is bells.
ירושלים.
You slide. Yeah. Pretty cool. I think I zoomed in a little so you can see better. They got the regular chandeliers there. Yeah, you can actually you can see a little better. You can see the wine bottles. They have real chandeliers. You know, they get
מה זה דק?
they go all out.
Okay.
If this doesn't look like house, what looks like?
This is like
No, it is. They took the roof off and put the schach up. You can see the mats.
This is מזגן, לא?
Yeah.
כן, לקחת את הגג של הבית.
You can see all the mats here. They put mats on. They took the
How
roof off. I
come
don't know
those
this.
decorations, they're more than,
They hold it's okay as long as it starts within 4.
as long that what?
The Hasidim hold that as long as it's within 4, it's okay. As far as I understand, that's the most I was able to find.
4 tefachim.
You can go further down as long as it's not.
Build like this, or I might as well have it.
נכנסים שם 7,000 אנשים.
מה שנוח לזה, נוח, זה, אתה יודע, זה...
זה לא קשור, מה הקשר? מה שנוח לזה?
לא, אבל הוא אומר שאסור שיהיה יותר מארבע,
נו, אז איך הוא...
I
אז
heard
תשאל
that
אותו, מה?
we should try to
הוא
make it
אומר
within
שטיים זה
4.
טוב.
אז תשאל אותו.
זה די טוב.
Why are you not going to sit in there? It's
תשאל אותו.
אני שואל, מה הבעיה?
נו, אז תשאל, למה אתם לא שואלים?
That's as far as I
גם
can
שמו כסף, שם הכסף תלוי.
So you said that you're not allowed that the decoration would be
כמו שבאמצע יוצא קרח.
למעלה חצילי.
and now this is like
No, I'm just saying, they hold it's okay as long as you start at the top.
But it's more than 4. But it's more than 4 טפחים.
I don't know. I'm presenting different opinions. I'm just presenting.
אתה רואה, זה מה שאומר?
The Rabbi decided for you. I don't know. I'm just presenting two opinions.
שאם זה דבוק, ויורד, אז זה
This is
בסדר.
more than 4 טפחים. It's okay?
Absolutely, it's huge.
So, but you say it shouldn't be more than 4
No, but if
Depends.
it's starting,
You're starting
the
here, it goes to the
decoration
top.
starting less than 4 trachim,
You start
it
close
can
to
go
the top.
down like.
As long that you're not
Ma, ma,
sitting
ma.
underneath of it.
If it מתחיל מה?
If it's starting less than
If
4
the
Mina
trachim
schach.
from the
It's
schach.
Right? If it starts within 4, so then you're okay. So this, I guess, officially starts. I don't even know if it starts with 4. I don't. There's no one sitting under there, anyways. Right? There's no one sitting there. They're all the bleachers on the sides.
And what about the electricity, all the chandeliers?
Yeah,
This
it's
is this is what? This is
What happens to
decoration?
rains? What?
זה אלי וענווהו, זה קישוטים לסוכה.
Yeah, it's fancy. Come on, it's not a decoration.
It's decoration, but it's more than 4 trachim.
Yeah, so
I
I don't
can
know. No one's
see
sitting
here.
there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not making this.
When you say nobody's
I'm
sitting there, what do you
presenting
mean?
different ideas.
But Rabbi, when you say nobody's sitting there, what do you mean nobody's sitting there?
They're all the bleachers on the sides.
Oh, so basically you cannot sit under it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, basically.
אולי הם שמו את הקישוטים והמנורות איפה שהשולחנות, ככה שאנשים לא יושבים
Yeah.
מתחת.
לא, גם אתה לא חושבת מתחת לשתי דייקוק, תיפול עליך, עשה לך פצע.
I don't know. I have other questions on this. The other question I have in this one is that the maximum height of a sukkah, maximum height of a sukkah is 20 amot. Okay? Now this, I don't know. It's getting close.
More than 20.
Okay? There are different opinions about why. One of the opinions is in order that you should come in and see the schach, that you should recognize and see the schach. If it's more than 20 amos high, you're not going to really notice. It's a little bit less than 40 feet.
Recognize the schach who is the close?
What? No! Okay, it's a good question. But
thank
it's
you.
bottled to it. Okay, but it has to be that low. Now, the Gemara explains that's only if we're dealing with a situation where there was a big space. I have my wall and then I have a space in the schach up high. If the wall is solid, like these walls, then your eye's going to follow the wall to the top. And therefore that wouldn't be an issue. Okay, that's that opinion. So according to that opinion, it's not an issue at all. Another
So
opinion,
20 amot, you said it's about approximately 40 feet?
a little bit less, no? It's only like that.
40
Maybe
feet.
now, a little
40
bit more.
feet, you're talking about maybe 3-story.
Yeah, you're not making anything like that, but this might be.
שכחו לשים את